Why does bread have uneven slices? You have the butts of the bread, which who eats the butts of the bread, and then at the end you have one slice left. Like, why? And this is what I'm having post run. It's a Beyond Burger homemade sandwich slash burger, because it's Beyond Burger in there. And it's 2 loaves of bread, spinach, onions, jalapenos. Finally got jalapenos at the store, or Amazon delivery. So tomatoes with a side of chips and carrots. And I try not to eat the Beyond Burgers super often because they are super processed, but it's okay to have them every once in a while. Plus they're still vegetarian slash vegan. I'm not sure if they're vegan, but they're vegetarian. Yeah, it's all good. Balance. And boom, there you have it. I am finally done with my real estate course, the Keller Williams online course. Finished all 3 tests online. So the final thing that I have to do is send in my application to take the test and then take the test. Until then, I am going to eat this well-deserved Rice Krispie treat. Well, I'd eat it either way because, you know, it's your macros. So I recently bought this. These are coin holders for my coin collection. So fun fact, I collect coins. It's not just coins, but US currency in general, old currency. So the older, the better. And I've just been doing it since I've been a kid. And then I've just come across a lot of different coins. So I thought I'd share with you all and then maybe even give you a short history lesson. So you've probably seen one of these before. They're the Blue Seal $1 bills. When the US was backed by silver, you used to go in and then get a silver dollar's worth. So that's why they're called silver certificates. If you see one with gold on it or yellow, that's a gold certificate. So back in the day when the US banks were backed by gold, you can go in and exchange for the value of whatever is $1, $5, $10, or whatever it was. So I have a lot of these blue ones, silver certificates. I actually have a $5 silver certificate too, which is pretty cool. These are just green ones. Green ones are just like regular money. They're just really old. 25. Oh, and then if you've ever seen this, it's a red seal bill. I have a $2 red seal and a $5 red seal. I believe these are from the Federal Reserve, I want to say. So I'm not 100% sure on that. And then as far as coins, I have actually a ton of coins. As you see here, these are all buffalo nickels. So if you ever seen a buffalo nickel, it's literally just a buffalo on a nickel and then a Native American head on the other side. So they remade this coin with the buffalo nickel and then the Indian head, I believe, on the newer 5 cents now. And here are some 10 cents. These are the probably 1930s to 1940s 10 cents. Lady Liberty, I believe. And then more Lady Liberty. Here's a gold quarter. I don't even know if it's rare. It's just gold and I just kept it. I don't even think it's rare. I think it might someone just painted over it, actually. And getting to my $1 coins, this one's from 1896, so that's pretty old. And I have a bunch from like that. Like this one's from 1922. This one is from 1885. This one's a $50 from 1946. So this is one of my favorite ones. I don't know why. I think I really like the $50. And then here are some silver quarters. The silver quarters are from like 1950s to the 70s, I believe, maybe a little bit earlier as well. And then the way you can tell like a silver quarter from a non-silver quarter. So here is a silver quarter. It still looks like the current quarter that we have, and here is a non-silver quarter. You can't really tell the difference from a side by side like this, but if you stack them together, I'm not sure if you can see that. Boom. So the silver quarter is pure white on the outside, while the copper quarter, there's, you know, brown. So that's how you can tell. And you can also tell by the sound too. So I'm not sure if you can hear this. That's the silver one, and then that's the copper one. The silver quarters and then also dimes tend to have a lighter of a sound, or like a ding, versus like, it's still a ding, but it's not as poppy. What else? I have all these, like, these are all just like wheat pennies. You've probably seen a wheat penny before. They're a little bit older than the current ones, the normal ones, but they're actually from like the 1940s all the way up to like the 70s, I want to say. But here is a silver penny, if you've ever seen one of these. And this is from 1943. 1943 silver penny. A little bit of a history lesson is that during one of the world wars, I believe the one in 1943, obviously, so World War II, they were short on copper. So they needed copper for war supplies. So for that year in 1943, they made the pennies out of steel instead of copper. So that's why you see a lot of these 1943 coppers. You don't see them too often. They're not like super rare, but the rare one is a 1943 copper penny. And the 1943 copper penny, it was a misprint because that year it was supposed to be made out of steel. So there's only a few in the world, but if you ever find a 1943 copper penny, it's worth upwards of $1 million. So it's kind of insane. So quick side funny story. The other month, it was about 2 months ago, I was given this. Well, it wasn't this actual one, but it was actually a $5 green bill, but it had Abe Lincoln's face on it instead of Hamilton. And it was $5, real money. And I received it as change when I went to a restaurant. So I decided to put it in my pocket, obviously, because it's, you know, it's giving me my change. And then I wait a couple days, and then I'm buying food again at a restaurant. And then so I go to pay. I go to pay with this $5 green bill. And the lady, she's a little bit younger, looks at it and kind of stares at it. And I could tell she didn't know if I was trying to rip her off or not. But I didn't want to say anything, you know, I didn't want to assume. But then, you know, like a minute passes and she's still kind of looking at it. But then her manager's right there. And then she kind of goes like this to her manager, like, you know, like, hey, look at it. And the manager goes, I don't know. And then at this point, I'm like, okay. I tell her, hey, if you don't want to take it, it's fine. I can just, you know, I can just pay with card. But I had enough cash. I had to use that $5. It was like $22, $23. I had a 20 and then the 5. So I didn't want to pay with a card where I had the cash. So I was like, hey, if you don't want to take it, I understand. I can just pay with card instead. And at first she was like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, are you sure? I was like, it's fine, you know, I don't mind. And then she finally agrees and lets me pay with card. So lesson, this is what money used to look like before the new bills. So for all you younger people, this is real.